7 things that I don't like or not so keen on, and 7 things that I really like about the Niken. It's a heavy bike. The Niken weighs roughly 263 kg or 580 pounds. It's based on the MT-09. The MT-09 weighs about 190 kg or 417 pounds. Now the MT-09 has a smaller tank. It's a 14 litre tank or a 3.7 gallon tank, while the Niken has an 18.7 or a 4.8 gallon tank, which is roughly 1 gallon in the difference, which should equal to a weight of 2.7 kg or 6 pounds. Now, from looking up things, supposedly the front end on the Niken weighs 50 kg, which is 110 pounds. But when you put all that together, there's still 20 kg or 44 pounds still unaccounted for in the difference in the weight in the MT-09 and the Niken. And because of the weight, and whatever way the main stand is positioned, it's a struggle to get it up for me. I had to actually take the pannier off on one side to actually get a grip to be able to pull the bike up, which could be embarrassing if you're out and you can't actually put your own bike on its main stand. The second thing is the mirrors. You keep seeing your hands and you have to try and peer up and down to see behind you. This has been even made worse since they added the hand grips. The mirrors are also the widest part of the bike, so this makes filtering a bit more exciting. If you added standard mirrors to the handlebars, you'd be leaving the originals on because the original ones also hold the indicators. And in the end, you'd look like some kind of weird space mod from the future. The fuel range. The Niken is sold as a sports tourer, but it only has a range, they claim, of 160 to empty. That's miles. That's around 260 kilometers, 240 kilometers. And I think that's very little. When I had a Motor Guzzi Norge, which was also a sports tourer, it had a range of 378 kilometers or 235 miles, which is more like it if it's a sports tourer. And I think that's a problem with a lot of modern bikes sold as sports tourers. I think they cut down the fuel that a bike can hold to cut down on the weight, but I think that's a false economy. I prefer more fuel so I can go longer. The screen. Why can't manufacturers seem to make screens that actually work anymore? The original screen, this is a GT screen on it, is so noisy that I couldn't believe it when I went on any kind of long journey. The noise was horrific. I've had to add the extension onto the top of the screen. It makes a difference, but it's still not perfect. Have they ever tried driving these bikes? I suppose it's all supposed to be wind tunnel checked. I don't know who's doing them, maybe someone that's deaf. The design of the front mudguards. You end up after a journey looking like you're trying to carry half this countryside in on your boots, especially on the right side. Why can't they design proper mudguards? The rear suspension unit. It feels like a budget suspension unit and can cause a jarring ride. Despite the fact it has preload adjustment, that's all it has. I can never get it seem to set right. It's not the worst I've come across. This reward would have to go to the Motor Guzzi V9, which the back suspension unit felt like it wasn't there at all. The rear light unit hangs down at the back of the bike. It also is in the way when you want to take the wheel off. You have to disconnect this section and move it out of the way. What a nuisance. Who designed this crazy thing? And I don't like the look of it either. The Niken is all about the grip. And the grip at the front is amazing. It's so confidence inspiring. Oh, wow. More motorbikes should be made like this. The seating position. It's a perfect position for a sports touring bike. Very comfortable, you can be relaxed, or if you want to have a bit more aggression, you can just lean forward. I find that perfect. The CP3 engine. What an amazing engine Yamaha made. It's a proven, reliable engine, having cruise control. I know a lot of bikes now have cruise control, but this is the first bike I've had with cruise control, and it's fantastic if you're driving on a motorway or anywhere where you just want to maintain a speed. The best bike in any weather conditions. With mud on the road, rain, sleet. Ah, what a great bike. People come up and talk to you. I actually see this as a positive, because it's great to see people react to motorcycles. The better people react to them, the better it is for all of us. But most of all, every time I ride the Niken, I'm just so impressed by it. It's just a joy every time. Even though I have other bikes to ride, every time I get in the Niken, it just really impresses me again and again. That's it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, ask any questions you want, and subscribe. Thank you very much. See you again next time. Bye. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you.